You don't.
Welcome to Naija Football Addicts. My name is Maxet and I'm here with
Salim.
And I'm Suleiman as well.
Suleiman. How you guys doing, man?
Yeah, fine.
Citizen.
I'm also supposed to dance to like Burna Boy music.
Which of the jam do?
I know just any from a recent album we supposed dance to round.
Wait, make I give you
No,
that. Make that dance to plenty.
I didn't tell you. You don't score plenty. We supposed to dance to plenty.
I'm telling you, this will be luck. We make that goalkeeper carry injury come out. Now 4 for B. For those like 4-4-4. Come better for.
Well, can we basically say that Manchester United are getting it right now?
No, we can't say that for certain, but
Better don't say so.
No, we can't.
Because I think, have you said yes, Man United have always been very good.
No.
When it comes to preseason, right?
No, not always. Like last season, mine didn't do well.
Yeah, but on an average,
we didn't have much time.
Yeah. Last season there wasn't like too much preseason.
Yes,
I think because we're just coming back from COVID-19 and all those stuff. But to be candid, I feel like Erik ten Hag is kind of getting the puzzle right. Do you feel that?
Yeah, the players are sharp. Number one, the players are happy to play football.
Yeah.
And the players are what can I say? The players are just
happy.
They are happy.
Yeah, they are.
Like we saw Martial scoring, smiling today, opening teeth. I say
Rashford is getting back to his stride.
Although he did 1 or 2 blunders today.
Today, right?
That calls for an insult for the fans. I know.
So you watch the game against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
You saw teamworks happening. I personally didn't watch the game. So.
I watched. I saw teamworks like in the first half. They were kind of that touch. I see Manchester United then could be able to bring out 5 passes before they intercept it, but this time around I could see 10 passes that won't lead to a goal.
Okay.
Although some of them they are kind of a deflection in between, but you can still count that as a passing. The person stretch, you could not get to the destination to Manchester United player.
Yeah. Basically, I've watched all the 3 games. You understand, and if there's something I'm taking from it now, the idea be say you can see that like they play like team.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? But like they happy, they get chemistry.
They don't put pressure on themselves.
Another thing again, but they love the coach. They saw his vision, the system,
and they believed
in it. You understand? But like they get one workout where they do it, say, man. Sorry, they get one training where they do it, say, not touching training, touch. If you lose the match, if you lose the ball, you go do like 10 press up. And like you could see that even senior player, they go lose game, sharply they go down. Papa, they don't give them the 10. Yeah. You understand? And again, there is intensity.
That's the 10 is named.
Yes,
10. You have to 10
also, there is intensity in the game. There's still room for improvement, though.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Let's talk about the signing. He have signed 3 players now. Malaysia, Eriksen, wonderful, and Lisandro Martinez.
I think so far only Malaysia has played against Crystal Palace.
Yes.
And I think you said you watched the game. How did he play? How did he perform?
He was superb, but I'm sure he's getting there.
Yeah.
But although he's still better than Shaw in that game, because after he played a lot of time and he made a lot of crosses as well. Some of them he caught Martial off guard, so Martial could not control those. I think Martial could do one touch. It could have been a superb assist there, because around the second half or so he made like two crosses direct to Martial. But Martial touch was not that good. So I was getting his foot in track.
So I listened to the coach before the match. So Sky Sport interviewed him and ESPN interviewed him, and what he was like hitting on was he need a holding midfielder, and I think that's why we still need De Jong, because I think he don't want to put all his trust on Fred and McTominay. I still watched McTominay game today, and even Fred, I'm not still convinced that I'm not convinced that these guys can play for Manchester United. They can hold that Manchester United midfield. I'm also happy because if you look at Alessandro Ba, I know people they talk about in height, say tall, blah 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 blah. The guy is a complete footballer. If you've not watched,
Lisandro Martinez was a defensive midfielder before he was converted to play for right back. Then later on, he played centre back.
He has played
he played naturally is a game. Yes,
defensive midfield. So that was his actual position.
And I want to believe that's the reason why.
That is the reason why
United signed him for him to play the DM, not centre back.
Yes, for him to play the DM. That is the reason, because if he's to stick on Manchester United formation with one having that two players holding behind the number 10, I think that particular place would suit him. Either him and Fred, him and McTominay, or him and
we've watched him in Ajax playing as the one pivot, as the one.
I can tell you.
I think
that one of the reasons
performed. What I'm trying to say, but in that formation, but it's not much that the other one will sit with him. The other one can be moving. Although it's still a box. I
don't know if now only me or any other Manchester United fans, but I know they like me, Man U, they play two defensive midfielder. If Man U get better one defensive midfielder that can hold the ball. Anyway, please, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, please like, subscribe, and on your notification button so that you can get content like this. So basically, if Manchester United can get hold of a very, very strong holding midfielder, I think our game will be way, way better than the way it is now. See, I know the Premiership never started.
But most matches for history for Manchester. Most matches that Manchester United win above 3 goals. Most matches, if you check, the DM or the person that played that position was superb in that particular match. If you can check of recent match where we played against Leeds, the opening season last season. If you check, McTominay was superb, was everywhere. That's how he could score 2 goals. I mean a single goal, but the previous season before that he scored 2 goals against Leeds.
McTominay no be player we get consistent. Now my problem with them is that Fred go just dey run about.
What I'm trying to say is that
we need player wey go fit hold ball, beat 1, 2, 3 people, then make it even a short pass.
I agree with you. What I'm trying to say is that Man U have been successful scoring above 3 goals each and every time our DM played superb.
Okay. Good. So basically now, but that is why it is absolutely very, very important. And also to get De Jong. You understand? Because me, I don't see any way we go play better if we don't get proper defensive midfielder that can hold ball and make so.
What I see, if people do tend to complain that you need a DM, you need a defensive midfield. When you are a team that press higher, I don't think you actually need that defensive midfield.
Of course,
no. Wait. Just wait and listen.
If you watch the Champions League final, Chelsea City, I think the problem City had was that Guardiola went into that game without a DM, and that's why City lost that game.
No.
So there's no way you want to go to a match without a defensive midfield.
Why are you saying this now? Why?
Minimum of 1.
See, what I'm saying is that it could be a central midfielder sitting down there. Understand? It depends on your formation. It depends on your willingness to hold the ball.
Who ball?
Pass.
Even when you go to our front, who be the midfielder for that place now? Come on, them Eriksen. Who be the midfielder with you hold ball? Beat 1, 2, 3 people. Nobody. Now why you say we still dey insist for De Jong be that? Otherwise, man, for
even Bruno go lose the ball.
He go lose the ball.
I've seen it.
Dispossessing that led to a lot of goals last.
But anyway, the point is say, man, we need De Jong, and hopefully we will sign him. So now, what I want to ask you to say about for the front 3 men, did they catch fire? Sancho has been. I love that guy. Martial has been wonderful. Rashford is still finding his feet. Who has impressed you the most in this our preseason so far?
To me, it's Martial.
Martial, right?
There been a lot of speculation him leaving the club.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do well when he went for loan with Sevilla.
Sevilla.
So and because of his injury then.
Yeah.
So Manchester United have been using to sell him to get another midfielder. That was when we were linked with the likes of Nunes and Anthony.
Yeah.
As of this season, these transfer windows.
Yeah.
But for what Martial has been shown so far, he proved that he's promising because we all know Martial. Martial has been superb when he was in Monaco before he comes to
Manchester.
And when he came to Manchester United, he even performed. He shows in his previous seasons. He shows what he's made of.
Yeah.
But I believe when Martial began to have one or two issues was when he was forced to play 9. Him to adapt to that pattern was kind of difficult to him.
But
that is when he has issue. But I believe now with the system that Ten Hag has, that the game is flexible.
Yeah.
And that's how you can move as a player. You can just find an opening. You can stay as a player and finish. Because I see him in that match, him and Rashford that just switch.
Yeah, they just switch.
To add up to what you're saying, I think Martial's best season will have to come during the time of Ten Hag. Than the previous coaches, Mourinho and the rest. I think Ten Hag's playing style will suit Martial
very well.
Because that flexibility, Martial is the kind of player that need that flexibility. Because if like Martial is playing, let's say for instance the central midfielder, the central back there is powerful. He's pressing Martial will be frustrated.
Yeah.
The next team you see Martial collecting card. The next team, Martial is not in that match. But the moment there's that flexibility,
he can move from one place to another, he can come back,
find his footing, see that okay, this side is okay for me. We do his players thumbs up and continue improving, making chances, creating more chances.
Yeah.
Like our third goal, I think our second goal that Rashford scored. If you see how many touches they did
before that game.
They passed a through ball to Martial. Martial was so close to the goalkeeper. So you have to
turn it back to.
You have to beat the goalkeeper first.
Yes. Then give it back to
play back. Then pass back.
Van der Beek now pass
back. Then Rashford was left with an empty post.
Yes.
So that was just typical.
Something like Arsenal, typical Arsenal.
No, that's just typical Ten Hag.
Like now, but I think Ten Hag will be kind of facing some dilemma now because the way Martial take the form now. And it should in don't talk and say like Ronaldo did in plan and Ronaldo must deal with that
already. Yeah, but personally, I want that decision to be settled before next week. Before next week, because I think it will be a very good boost for the team mentally if they should know someone like Ronaldo is staying or leaving.
Yeah,
I think either ways it goes, I think it will do good for the team.
What do you think? Do you think if Ronaldo comes now, it's going to affect Martial's position, or you think if he come, they get how Ten Hag figures balance that.
No, wait, like I said,
because the guy did.
Like I said, but Martial is not the kind of player that does okay. Plus, go and play 9. You find him in that match, you see him. But when you say Martial, you have to go. You are free anywhere in the attack. Play.
Yeah.
That's
if you play from 11, 7,
yes.
come front again.
Yes, that's where you see the best of Martial. That is when they are coming counter attack. It's not more trying to say, okay, we want to towards the right because he's playing from the right, or we want towards the left because he's playing from the left. He can go towards the right, we want towards the left as flexible as he wish. So that is where you see the best of Martial. And I think even if Ronaldo is there, it won't affect him. Because if Manchester United will stick on that flexibility, even Ronaldo said will be happy for that. Because like we see it in Tottenham, they play that flexibility. Although it's not that flexible, we see Kane coming back, throwing the ball forward. We see the likes of Son beating. That's how he has a lot of assists. Yeah. So I think Ronaldo will be happy because although he still has space in him, but I believe Ronaldo can give some kind of pass that can lead to a lot of.
So goals. How do you see Manchester United lining their front three?
So me. If I want to answer that question, I feel like the player that is going to affect the most will be Rashford.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
So I see the likes of Sancho, Martial, and Ronaldo at front.
Yeah. Me too. Exactly. That's what I want to say. But Ten Hag has always been ruthless with his players.
Yeah.
Even if you are on form.
Yeah, you have to fight for your space.
You have to fight for your space. That is training by training.
Yeah.
Understand? You have to impress him.
Prove it on the training.
It's not on your daily basis.
Yeah.
Understand? You have to impress him on a daily basis before you see the lineup. That is why I see that Martial is going to be happy.
Imagine De Jong comes in now.
Okay.
You understand? How do you see how you see our midfield? How you think our midfield go day?
So
if he comes in.
To me, if De Jong should come in, I see Manchester United playing 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Yes. Or 4-1-1. That is 4-2-2-2.
Okay.
Understand? That system, meaning that you are going to have 2 players, then 2 by doing them 2 forward again.
Okay.
Or 4-4-2.
So what happens to the flanks? What happens to the wings?
The wings are still there now. Those 2 are this side. But this time around now it's going to be, because the way he plays his football, it will look 4-4-2 on paper. But when you are pressing, like today now, we see Manchester United pressing with 7 players.
Yes, going forward.
So wait, players. That means if he happens to be playing 4-4-2, I think what you just said about Martial, kind of Martial pairing with Ronaldo and then making his free runs, and then you have, let's say, Sancho, and then whoever will play from the right.
Yeah.
Then where do you keep De Jong, Lisandro, Fred, Bruno on the midfield?
I don't see if everything makes sense where we buy De Jong and De Jong fit into that team, but I don't see the likes of them Fred and Martinelli starting.
Yeah. Then the 3 midfielders will have to Lisandro, De Jong and Bruno.
It's going to be like a battle for a spot, and which is going to make Manchester United great. Because when you have the likes of McTominay and the Fred that have putting their stamp for the past 2 years.
Yes, and there are no better output.
No better output, and there's no competition for them for that chance. And for them to have a player with that caliber coming to the team. Although we've already seen Eriksen, have already made that move.
Yeah.
So now, to me now, we have Van der Beek, we have Eriksen, we have Bruno Fernandes. You see that position, and I think we have these young players as well. Yeah. And I think it's
Zidane Iqbal,
and Iqbal. So I think
Hannibal and the rest.
I think with that kind of squad, I think when they train, everybody know I'm better than this, but I believe with every match you know who you need the most in this kind of match. So he's going to know how to line up, because the best thing is you should have the players, not.
So realistically now, if everything goes right, which position you think Seman will finish? If everything goes right.
You know, football nowadays is all about momentum. Understand? It's all about winning the next match. If like now Manchester United now has played well in pre-season. They have that determination that we can score above 2 goals. I've seen the average of 3 goals, 3.5 goals per match so far. Understand? So if Manchester United will have that belief, and their defense as well will have that belief that for us to concede, we'll concede at least 1 goal. And if we are to score more than 2 goals in a match, we know that for sure we are going to win that match. So that particular momentum, that particular belief, if Manchester United should have that, I can't see anything stopping them. The only competition they can have is with the Big Six, and when they can have good results from the Big Six, I see no reason why Manchester United should not compete for the Premier League this season.
This season, right? Yes. How far? The way you don't see Man United, I'm not saying you know what this last game do. But if you look at it from paper, as a Man City fan, how do you see Man U? What position do you see them finishing next season?
Well, it's tough because they've not been the only ones cooking around the squad. Chelsea have been doing some doings, and Tottenham also have been doing some things. Yeah. And so I would like to believe they'll still be in the fight for the top 4, but then probably fighting for that fourth
position, right?
Yeah.
This guy.
No. See, I'm not trying to be biased or being sentimental about it, but
I understand.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, wait.
For sure.
No,
Man City.
Why do you think Man City
and
Liverpool have the chance to win?
Forget Liverpool.
Why do you think Manchester City has the chance of winning the league?
The champion. They are the champion. Wow.
No, this season. Forget their previous way. If not, if I'm talking about
as you said,
but
because you've not won the league for the last 8 years.
As you said, football is all about momentum now. It's about winning the next. We won the last, so now we focus on about winning the next. So we have that momentum.
Now what you are trying to talk
about? So we are talking about match
by match. You are talking about season per season.
We won the league without striker, and now we have 2 strikers. apart from that, I think we have Kevin Phillips, which has been absolutely fantastic for Leeds. He also came into the squad. Cucurella, probably, definitely, he's on his way coming. Even though I know we lost some players, but then come on, guy. You can't actually compare that squad with Manchester United.
No. You can call one player or call one player that will cancel them out.
Leave them. That one will be another debate where we'll do. Anyway, I think as a Manchester United fan, and I've watched all their game, I think with the arrival of Ten Hag now, and if the likes of the Marshall keep this form, and Ronaldo hits form too, and we have the likes of De Jong in the center of our midfield, I see us finishing top 3.
Yeah, if you keep
finishing top 3, yes. I still want to put Manchester City and Liverpool ahead of us. But this is football. Anything can just happen.
That's why I say it's all about being.
Yeah. So it is what it is, though. Suleiman and Salim, thank you so much, guys, for coming over.
Sure.
Manchester United, let's dare it this season. Let's dare it this season.
We're not only daring, we're doing.
All right, man. Thanks, guys, for coming. And please subscribe,